I did a poll on Instagram. Would you like a tour of my new craft room? And the overwhelming answer was yes. And by overwhelming, 100%. Let me tell you about my craft room and where I am and why I chose this space. First, I'm in the basement. And some people, when they say I craft in the basement, they say it in a way that they're like, I craft in the basement. I got delegated to the basement. I have to craft in the basement. My husband threw me in the basement. I look at it as I craft in the basement. If someone comes over to our house and my craft area is a mess, they won't know it because my craft area is in the basement. This used to be an exercise area and slowly crafting overtook it. And it was more craft, less exercise. We dedicated a weekend to moving all the exercise out and bringing all the crafting in. We had to go buy some storage solutions so that I could make this area me-proof. And what I mean by that is that I could find things easily without frustration. We purchased more than what we needed, but it gives me room to grow in crafting. What did we spend? We probably spent about $350.
Wait, what?
Let me just do an overrun of what was purchased. We purchased 4 mobile storage towers at Michael's. They were $40 each for a total of $160. We purchased 28 Iris bins. This is an Iris bin, and these run regularly. They're $10 a box. That's regular price at Michael's. We paid an average of $4.30 a box. We picked up 8 Recollections Photo and Craft keeper boxes. 6 of them are mine, and 2 of them I gave to my husband, and that's so nice. These regularly are $42, and I averaged out $8.84 per box. Pun intended, one of the areas in the craft room needed to be dedicated to the sewing machine and serger. The machines, I'm not happy with this table. However, I'm not getting a new sewing table anytime soon. And I mean it this time. I'm not. Even if one were to pop up on Craigslist for $20, I'm not getting a new sewing table. My sewing machine and sergers are covered with a cover that I made. And I made them out of old curtains. And we've got this light. And it's the Light 13 watt Duo Flex light. And what I like about it is that I can move it all around the craft area. It's flexible, so I can move the light and the magnifying glass any way I want. And sometimes my husband might need to use it and it might walk away, but it will come back because this is my baby. So, the sewing station. After we had the room almost put together, my husband said, "Would you like a computer down here?" And I now have a Cricut dedicated computer, so I can do all of my Cricut Design Space on the computer, and if I make an error, I don't have to run back upstairs to fix it. I can do it right here. Now, underneath the table, I have this. This is a 5-gallon bucket. Yep, a 5-gallon bucket. We love these things. We use them for everything. In this instance, what I'm using it for is to hold my trash. Over here, I have all of my machine stuff set up. So on top, I have my Cricut Maker and then my Easy Press. And underneath the Easy Press, I have 2 Easy Press mats, the 16 by 20 and then the smaller 12 by 12. At the very bottom of the shelf, I have this little bin that I use for if I need to clean up real fast. I throw it all in and then I push it up underneath the shelf and I can forget about it. The shelf is an old entertainment unit that we used for many years, and we have repurposed it for all of my Cricut machines. It's right next to the computer, so it's easy to go back and forth between the computer and the Cricut. Under the bench, I have these other storage containers, and I do not have them labeled because what's in them will vary. For example, in one of them I have fusible fleece. Well, the fusible fleece may not always be there. I've got different fabrics in another. One of them has an old pair of jean shorts, and one has another storage container in it. Now, I know you're dying to see what's in my drawers. My top drawer has a few pair of scissors, a seam ripper, a Cricut brayer, a Cricut ruler. This, by the way, is awesome. And this. This is typically used for spreading glue. However, I have found that it is a really good tool in removing cardstock from the Cricut mats. My second drawer underneath has 0 things in it. I have a few extra storage containers in this bin. A couple of buckets. And this is my weeding tube where I put all of the excess weeding stuff into it. And once I'm finished with it, I can just toss it. In the bottom drawer, I have an ironing mat. I have Teflon sheets. Every craft area needs parchment paper and contact paper. Many people have told me that they use contact paper for transfer tape, but I have yet to get it to work. And that's what's in my drawers. This is where the bulk of our money went. Scratch that. This is where all of the money went. And my husband was a genius that stacked one on top of the other so that I could have more space and so that space wasn't wasted. Love that guy. Here are the 28 iris bins that were purchased to go inside the storage tower. I love these things. I think they're awesome. Now, if you would like for me to do a video showing you what is in each one, I would love to. But if I do that here, it would probably take me an extra 30 minutes on the video. So I'm not going to do that, but I will show you one or two. I've got labeled 651 vinyl. And it's 651 vinyl. Ever have a project where you get partway done and then you're called away for something? The phone rings or you suddenly have to leave the house? That happens to me. Or, and this is my favorite, something goes wrong with one of your materials, your Cricut materials, and you have to stop. Well, I labeled 2 bins halfway so that I could put all of the project in one bin and put it away and not have to think about it. I have more storage containers above the mobile storage tower, and I have them labeled, of course. These are the amazing things that I got for the low price of $8.84 on average. What I love about them are there are 16 of these storage containers inside, and they're contained in this container, and I could take one container off wherever I wanted to go and it would all be there together. So this particular one is all of my sewing stuff, and I have all of the bins inside labeled that way too. What I love about this, all of this, is that I can work at my bench right here.
My bench.
I can work at the bench that I commandeered from my husband, and I can get whatever I need. Let's say I need 631 vinyl, and I can pull it down and get what I need, put it back, and it's like 1 or 2 steps away, and it's all organized. And over there where the machines were, I could grab the Easy Press, press it right here. It's just 1 or 2 steps away. It's in a small area, but it works for me. And that's all that matters, is it works for me. One of the things that my husband is very good at is problem solving. Sometimes he problem solves when I don't want him to. Other times, he doesn't problem solve when he thinks I just want him to listen. However, this time, he problem solved in a big way. And I had it underneath my bench. And between it and the rulers, anytime I needed something that was underneath my bench, I had to move them first. So I asked him to solve the problem for me. He did that in 2 ways. There's a screw on the side of the workbench, and he unscrewed that a little bit, just enough so that this would fit on it. Problem number 2 are these rulers, and they have holes on top, but it wouldn't work in the same way because 1, the hole was too small for the screw, and 2, the one that did fit there went over top of the workbench, and I will tell you it wasn't me proof because I would have hurt myself. We got the command hooks and set them on the side of the tower, and then we put our Cricut mats on a second one. Problem solver, my husband. He earned his keep this time. If there's anything that I missed or anything that you would like to see that I forgot to show you, let me know. If there's something that you saw here that you think, oh, that would work for me, comment below and let me know. If you would like to see what's in my iris bins, let me know and I'll do a separate video. Well, that concludes my craft room tour. I hope you enjoyed the room as much as I am enjoying the room. I'm so graceful.
Scrappy Doo.
You just got it.
First time I've seen it.
You
Let
know
me
what?
guess. Scraps?
That's right.
What's the one beside it?
It's receipts. Don't like that. Recollection photo and crafting storage. I can't remember that. And the sound is on.
The sound is on.
And my head's in the frame.
Your head's in the frame.
I'm ignoring you.
And I can't buy a jointer that's only $320.
You didn't put all the numbers together?
Actually, no.
Yeah, 40, 40, 40, 40. And then these were $4.30 each. And then blue, blue, blue.
So you're saying my jointer is sitting right there.
Mm-hmm.